A gore-spattered set of antlers, viscera blurring the line between its own body and that of its victims, from the tip of its red-stained horns to what should be the top of its head. Instead of a face, an empty black pit. A ring of raw red flesh reminiscent of esophageal tissue stares back at you impossibly. You swear you can almost hear the sound of flies buzzing as a rotten stench of decay wafts from the black hole. Anomalous expert Trevor Henderson has recently posted classified images of this unexplained entity to his Instagram page. Never stops flipping the bird to a certain foundation. You gotta respect it. For the most part, this creature looks like a regular deer. When I say for the most part, I mean if you never see its goddamn face. And by face, I mean lack thereof. Instead of the traditional eyes, nose, and mouth setup a deer usually has, this guy has opted for the alternative look of just a big f***ing hole. I'm fairly sure that's a mouth, but I'm going off one picture, so you're gonna need to deal with it. This anomalous deer was most likely photographed somewhere in the northeast United States. One of the main habitats of this species of white-tailed buck. This beef jerky deer was first thought to be a symbol of death, decay, and hard times to come. Neat! Interestingly, the fauna in the photograph looks consistent with that of the deciduous forests that hyperpopulate the East Coast. Cross-referencing this information with the statistics on the amount of hunters that have been left gored directly in the stomach by deer antlers reveals that it's likely these creatures are roaming somewhere around Delaware. Strangely, it seems that the deer populations in this area have taken a recent hit, just as this new variety of deer has appeared. After a quick drive to the 7-Eleven, where my lawyer advised me to say that we weren't drinking heavily, we happened across a physical sample. It's the drunk crashers that get us in trouble. I mean, I totally did this on purpose. Analysis of what looks to be carrion on the deer's head and horns revealed that while part of this red fleshy crap is part of the deer's body, much of this flesh is actually rotting meat ripped from various hunters and other deer. Some instances of this megafauna have entire skewered squirrels stuck up there. I love me a good shish kebab. This would mean that megafauna have higher rates of aggression than regular deer. This would explain his criminal record and assault charges. That's probably why he can't get a job, hence why he lives in the woods like an idiot. Further analysis of the foreign dead flesh on the megafauna's antlers revealed that the majority of the carrion comes from other white-tailed deers. This revelation led anomalous researchers to their next theory. Some paranormal theorists believe that the megafauna is a deer afflicted by the same or similar parasites to those afflicting the invasive species birds and the hagfish woman. This genus of parasitic jawless fish-like creatures has had several recent zoonotic shift events, in which the entity adapted to new and different species as hosts. First, through many avian species, and recently to various species of mammals. If you're unfamiliar with this family of anomalous parasites, I have 2 videos documenting separate cases of animals infected with these organisms. Why was I just documenting it rather than helping? They may call it blatant incompetence in combination with unapologetic abuse of platform. I call it having that dog in me. In these cases, the parasite has taken control over the nervous system, the movement, the behavior, and all other functions of this host animal. Unlike most parasites, this one kills its victim and uses its carrion as an ambulatory host, rather than manipulating it while it's alive. Translation from nerd speak to normal talk, it worms its way up another creature's booty hole, kills them, and then manipulates them like a meaty sock puppet. It uses this host to hunt other creatures in the ecosystem, and likely also to reproduce and spread the parasitic infection further. One thing that's important to note here is that these parasites often target the same animal it uses as its host for prey, behavior consistent with the phenomena of the megafauna. Megafauna's potential infection case differs from other previous cases, however, in that rather than working around the current sensory organs and nervous system framework, it looks as if the parasite has completely removed these structures in favor of a big hole. Absolutely flawless design, so simple, so elegant. Minimalism really is all the rage right now. This may be due to the size of a full-grown buck, as it's the largest creature on record infected with the parasitic lamprey-like organisms. A buck has a small mouth, but a comparably large head to the other infected organisms, so the parasite may have removed the face structures to more effectively hunt and consume biomass. I don't know, I just pulled that out of my ass. What do you want from me? There's also the possibility of that maybe I'm entirely wrong, and all of these animals are suffering from different things that I know nothing about. I'm not a doctor. What can I say? When you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail. To be fair, I think a hammer would also be useful in this situation. If you like this video and want to see more, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe with all notifications enabled, or I'll make you wear orange and scream deer calls in Delaware. I'd like to thank Party Productions for editing this video. They're a great editor, and you should go check out all their thingies. Shout out to the members of the Inner Circle. Love y'all. Bye.